Hello everyone, I am Gayatri Nimavat, the student of the Department of English Maharaja Krishna Kumar Singh Ji, Bhavnagar University. On the occasion of Teachers Day 2023, we are celebrating it virtually. For that, I have chosen the topic, The Black Cat, short story written by Edgar Allan Poe. So before starting the story, let's have a look about author. Edgar Allan Poe was born on 19 January 1809 and died in 7th October 1849. He was an American writer, poet, author, editor and literary critic who is best known for his short story and poetry, mostly famous for his mysterious short story. He is widely regarded as a central figure of Romanticism and Gothic fiction in the United States and of American literature. He was orphaned at a very young age and fostered by Allan and grew up with them in Virginia. His death was much debated. It's a tragedy. Alcohol, suicide, tuberculosis, and many other things have been attributed as cause. This is about the author. Before starting story, let's look up about characters. This story has 5 major characters: the narrator, then the narrator's wife, then first black cat named Pluto, then second black cat, and the police. These 5 characters are in the story. The story is starting with the man tells the reader about a cat named Pluto he used to have as a pet. He described Pluto as a remarkably large, beautiful animal, entirely black. The narrator's wife jokes that the cat might be a witch is discussed, given its unusual intelligence. The narrator and Pluto have a close bond. He takes care of Pluto and Pluto follows him everywhere around the house. It is a very tender relationship. Then everything goes wrong. The narrator, an alcoholic, starts getting angry at everyone. He mistreats his wife and their other animals, but he never hurts Pluto. But one night, the narrator comes home drunk and thinks Pluto is avoiding him. He grabs the cat, who bites him. In retaliation, the narrator cuts out one of the cat's eyes. After he sleeps off his drunken state, the narrator is horrified about his action. It is not enough to get him to stop drinking. The cat's eyes socket heals, but Pluto and the narrator no longer have a good relationship. Pluto starts to avoid the narrator all the time. Instead of feeling remorseful, the narrator just feels irritated at the cat's behavior. The narrator hangs the cat in cold blood from a tree. The night his house burns down. The narrator, his wife, and their servant all escape the fire unharmed. But the fire destroys his home and all of his possession. When the narrator returns to the ashes later, he sees the figure of a cat on the only surviving wall. Months pass. The narrator sees the cat remarkably similar to Pluto, except that on his chest is a white patch. The cat follows him home. At first, the narrator likes the cat, but soon he can't stand the cat at all, especially after he notices that one of its eyes is missing. The more he hates the cat, the more the cats like him. The narrator cannot bring himself to hurt the cat because he is afraid of it. The white shape on its chest morphs into a gallows, a direct reminder of his crime against Pluto. Eventually, the narrator is driven so mad that he tries to kill the cat with an axe. His wife intervenes, and the narrator ends up killing his wife. He described to conceal the body inside his house, behind the wall of the basement. The narrator looks for the cat, but it is missing. For 3 nights, he sleeps undisturbed by the cat. Then, on the 4th day, police come to his house to ask questions about his wife's disappearance. During their investigation, the narrator raps on the wall he has rebuilt to conceal his wife's corpse. The noise of him knocking causes the cat, which had accidentally become sealed inside the hole, alert the police to the presence of the narrators. This is the story of the black cat. This story explores various themes like man's descent into insanity. This theme marked by animal cruelty, guilt, alcohol abuse, hallucination, violence, and an unreliable perspective. We also can see the theme of ill effect of alcoholism. It portrays as a destructive force that contributes to the protagonist's descent into madness and the tragic event of the story. Supernatural beliefs are also here. When the supernatural belief is evident through the appearance of a second black cat with a gallows mark and the narrator's increasing belief in the supernatural. This theme highlights how superstitions and irrational belief can contribute to a character's descent into madness. Then the guilt plays a central role as the narrator's action, particularly his mistreatment of animals, lead to overwhelming feeling of remorse and guilt. We also can see the theme of divided self. The story starts. At that time, the narrator was good. He was very good with animals and his wife. After alcoholism, he became mad. He tried to kill a cat as well as his wife. This shows the divided self. So these are the major theme of this short story. We can go in depth of the story by various symbols like premature burial, eyes, the double, the Pluto, the cat. These all symbols signified very important role in this story. So this is all about the story, The Black Cat. For more understanding, appear in the quiz. The link is given in description. Thank you.